I don't know if this is resuming. Sorry, we've been having spotty internet here as well. But the reason why we haven't done 8 at nights is because we've been having a lot of celebrations. So, birthdays, parties, going out at night, classes. So, with this said, I'm going to fast forward this because it's already 8. So, boom! Hi, social media world. My name's Alfred Gordon Liu. This is 888, and 8 minutes starts right now. Just like that. Sorry for all the tech issues here. We're looking at this Spider Monday, May 16th. Specifically, we're looking at Intel. The ticker symbol is INTC, part of Information Technology XLK. So, if you're an investor, you're probably looking at their wonderful investor relations page here. It is good, it's gorgeous. They just had their annual stockholders meeting. If you are an investor in a specific stock, they'll send you packages that you can vote on, and it's about the direction where they're going. So especially if you're a dividend holder, you want to hear and dive into this to see if any of your dividends are expected are changing, and also to see where their direction's going. So that's for you wonderful long-term buy and hold investors. We call them positional traders, right? You're holding a position, and at some day, maybe when you retire, you'll get out. So let's take a look at you positional traders and how Intel has done. Is it making a comeback? So I got these circles on earlier. As of July of last year, it started moving below the moving average. The sellers took control back in July, and if you look straight down, yeah, the people have been selling since. Look at this. 2020, probably February, is when people started really dumping the stock and letting go of it. So Intel has had this downward ride for a while. It's had a lot of volatility, as you can see. Some people would say it's trading in a range as well. So we are at the bottom end of that range. Will it hold? It's held kind of in the past, right here around 45. So all you investors thinking that if there's good news in Intel, you like this company, they're going to make a comeback. This would be a good time to get in if you're looking at that. All right. But you swing traders here, if you are liking the volatility on the positional chart, you might like it on a daily or a weekly chart. So let's zoom in here. We're looking at Bollinger Bands to help us out with understanding volatility here. This is Intel. We're looking for those opportunities to buy the dip and sell high. So like buy low, sell high, or sell high and then buy back low, which is called shorting. So if we can look at our markets right here, we had opportunity here, here, most recently here, and again just for a brief moment in the day, which was maybe on Friday, that was May the 12th. We had a huge down day, a couple of down days, but it reached outside that Bollinger Band and coming back up. So not many more opportunities. We're having another down day here as well, and the strength for that is also weakening, as you can see, and also the sellers have full control of the market, still pulling it more down. Are we going to get that bounce? A lot of us are getting and looking for that bounce. As you can see, I think it's probably going to bounce around 42 for you if you're going to get back down there. So it definitely has a little bit of a ceiling here. So I would say anybody who's swinging this, definitely you're going to take profits around 44, 45, 44.50, and you're getting back down to 42. So let's just say 44.50 at 42 is a big swing trading range that you have. So hopefully it's bouncing off the bottom for you swing traders. But let's go to news. Let's see what else could move it. Not just shareholder meetings, but earnings calls specifically. Let me get that magic finger out here. They just had their earnings call not too long ago, April 28th. We were expecting, the street was expecting 0.81. They delivered 0.87. Good for us as investors. So did it move the stock up just a little bit? Yeah. But for today, what is really going to move us today? We have 355 earnings, if you could see that up there. That's quite a bit. We have 43 stock splits and 52 economic events. Out of those 52 economic events, let's take a look. Let's see what is going to affect us. So I'm looking at my side here. I'm going to scroll down here. I haven't looked at this today because I've just been trading in the morning. The New York Fed on manufacturing is coming out with some news. In the U.S., ow, itchy. Soy futures, flour swaps, overall capital flows, foreign bonds. So this is a little bit of commodities, a little bit of capital flow. So banking, financials is going to be affected today. I know Biden was talking about debts recently and forgiving student loan debt, but there's not a lot of U.S. news that's going to move the market. So let's look at news and headlines. All right. Intel, why is it slumping? Why is it slumping? Uh, they say Intel's still the king of the jungle, but is it a value trap? Intel's making some big moves these days. They invested in a whole bunch of fabs. They're getting back into the manufacturing, not just designing chips, but they're getting out there. Man, is this right? How come this is 7 minutes countdown? Seems really weird. Have I been talking and then we've been just out? Anyways. So thanks for checking up on time. It seems a little weird that I'm in and out, but here we go. Intel expected to do some good earnings. Is it a good buy? I know there's mixed reviews on Intel, but they are making strides trying to come back. Just like Ford is in the EV space, they are also making a comeback as well. So will they mount a good one? That's what we're gonna find out. So let's get into intraday charting, because this is where most of the time I've been living in this short environment because we're so choppy up and down. I've had to do a lot more intraday trading than anything else. So let's take a look at Intel. From lows to highs, we're using Fibonacci's. There's the low, there's the high. We're just going to drop it right here. We're going to match up some lines a little bit. I think that's pretty good right there. Drop it like it's hot. Boom. So we're taking a look. Oh my goodness, so it's dropped out of their range here, Intel. So as you can see, it's coming back down to that 42. And you remember, if we're thinking about long term or zooming out to positional traders, we were thinking 42 to 44 and a half, right? So right now it is moving upwards in that direction. Right now it's having a little bit of a challenge. Can it bounce off this line? I think so. Right here, look, it's picking up this floor right here of 42.80. I would say that there's a strong floor right here, probably around 42, 40. As I said, 42.50. It is some great support that we'll find. So if it dips down all the way up here, I think you have the upside potential 44, but maybe not today, right? We're looking at 44.50. That's all the way up here. So on Friday, it reached a high of 43.80. Can it get up to there? It's got to hit the ceiling. So I think, honestly, today, for you intraday traders, it isn't going to get up higher than this. So my call, intraday traders, you can see it tested it once. It tested it essentially twice. We call that a double top. I would call your highest today probably around 43.25. At the bottom, let's just say 42.50. So that's $1-ish, so 80 cents as a spread that you could be making on the stock. Not a huge spread. Intel isn't really moving. As you can see up here, it's just moved 75 cents. So yeah, I would say 75, 80 cents mover, as you can see. So that is what I see for Intel. I'm glad that you intraday traders are getting a little more time with me, marking out these thought processes. So yeah, and to know, this bar is pretty much had a lot of support, late day trading action, and it traded below it at the open. And you can see it's acted as a giant resistance level. So it will bounce off this and go back. So I don't think it is. As you can see, it's already traded below Friday's lowest lows. So that's not boding well for Intel. As you always kind of zoom out and look left, and as it drops, you're looking at these little peaks as support. Look at that right there. This is a great support, 42.79. So yeah, and if it falls a little bit further, I would say this is your next level support, the 42.59. So yeah, 42, 59, 50. There you go. Bounce off that and it'll probably try to retrace back up to this 43. With that said, I am going to peace out here, everybody. Closing that down, closing the time, rolling the outro. All right, intraday traders, I'm glad I got to give you a little extra day love, or intraday love, I should say. Trade well, trade safe out there. Definitely in my practice, I've had to scalp a little bit less just because we've had those swings, but if you can catch one of those peaks or bottoms, just ride it to the top. Just make sure you trade with a stop loss. That's all I gotta say for today. I also need to be reminded that stop loss, right? You wanna make your certain bets and make sure you're not losing a whole bunch, right? So whatever your stop loss is it 50 cents? Is it 25 cents? Is it 12 cents, right? Make sure you have that maximum loss to have your risk-reward ratio, right? Intraday traders. All right. We got the peanut gallery in the house for the next minute. You want to take mine?
Yes. Bye-bye. He doesn't know what's happening, but I'm in my room. He doesn't know what I'm doing. This is gonna be crazy. Okay? Okay. Yes, I am. Okay. But I have like some things in my room. I got some Pichu and a Raichu Lego and a sleeping bag there, and that's and Google's next by me.
And you're gonna come back in here for 14 seconds before you get ready for school. 10 seconds.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Peace out.